Mendoza, and I'm going to be telling you guys a Peruvian folktale about the mole and the fox called Moon Rope. And I would recommend it for the age group of 3 to 5-year-olds so they can really grasp and enjoy the entirety of the story. Alright, so Mole is taking a break from digging for all those worms. And here comes Fox, and he's like, "Hey Mole, if you could have anything you wanted in the whole wide world, what would it be?" And Mole's like, "Worms, worms, and more worms. What about you, Fox?" And Fox is like, "I would want to go to the moon. How cool would it be to go to the moon?" And Mole's like, "The moon? Why the moon? How cool, the moon is so high and cool." He's like, "But how are you going to get there?" And he's like, "I don't know, but I'm going to think of something." So Fox goes and he's running and he's running and he's running through that grass, and it likes it because it tickles his stomach. And he likes it, and it gives him an idea, and he's like, "Why don't I make a rope of grass? Of course, why didn't I think of that before? I can make a rope of grass and then use it to twine it up and pull it all the way to the moon." And he was so excited with his new idea, and he wanted to go tell Mole, so he starts running back. He's like, "I want to go see Mole. I want to tell him my great idea. How cool." And he's like, "Mole, I got it." And Mole's like, "What did you get?" And he's like, "I got how we can both go to the moon." He's like, "Both of us? This is your dream, dude." He's like, "Yeah, we could both go, because guess what? In the moon, they have worms. Big worms. Huge worms." And Mole, of course, grabs his belly, and he's like, "Grrr," and he's like, "All right, I'll go with you." So they start tying up the grass and making this huge rope, because it needs to be pretty long, to reach all the way to the moon. So they're just like tying and making a big old braid of the grass. And of course, they want to make this huge rope. So they're done making that big rope, and now they have to wait for a crescent moon, because they gotta twirl it up and hook it up there. So they wait for that crescent moon, and it comes, and Fox is excited because he's like super excited about going to the moon. And he grabs that rope, and he grabs it, and he twirls it, and he goes over his head, and he gets ready, and he throws it up, and he's like, "Whoa, cool!" And he's like, "Oh no!" Lands right on his nose. Ugh! Ow, ow! Fox was not excited. He's like, "How are we gonna get that rope up to the moon? It's so far away." And Mole's like, "I have a great idea. Why don't we ask the birds? The birds will do it. They can fly up to the moon, rope it over there." Fox is like, "Yeah, but they're not going to want to go to the moon." And Mole's like, "Yeah, let's just ask. Let's just ask them if they'll take the rope up to the moon." So he's like, okay, we'll ask them. "Hey, birds, you guys want to take the rope up to the moon so we can climb up there?" And the birds are like, sure, we'll take it." So they grab it and put it around their beaks, and they fly up to the moon, and they fly, and they fly. And Fox and Mole are just like waiting. Oh man, Fox is like super excited. He just wants to be up in that moon. So the birds finally come back, and he's like, "Is it good? Is it good?" And they're just like, "Yeah, it's good. Go ahead." And so Fox jumps on that rope, and he puts paw over paw, paw over paw. And Mole's like, "Okay, I'll go." So he puts like claw over claw, claw over claw. And Fox is like super excited about getting there. So he's like eager, and he's like never like looks down from the moon, and he's just like, "I want to be the first one there." And Mole is grabbing on, claw over claw, and he's like, "Oh, I don't know if I want to go down up there." And he looks down, and he goes up, and he looks down, and all of a sudden his claws slip, and he falls down, and he falls on top of a bird, and he's just like, "Whew, thank goodness I didn't fall on the ground." And of course the bird has him, and he's like, "All right, I'll take you home." And Mole grabs on tight because he doesn't want to fall, and bird flies him down to the ground, and down, and Mole hops off, and he's like, "Whew, I made it, good thing." And of course the creatures are over there all watching him, and they just start laughing at him. "Ha ha, Mole, you just fell on purpose. You just didn't want to get to the moon. Oh, ha ha," Mole teasing him, and poor Mole, he's just like, "I can't deal with this." And he starts digging and making this big tunnel, and he goes down under there, and he stays there for a long time, and he's like never coming back up. Until this day, Mole does not like to come up during the day. He only comes out in the middle of the night when the rest of the creatures are sleeping, and he will never, ever listen to a fox again. So you guys are thinking, what about Fox? Did he make it to the moon? Well, the birds say that on a midnight, on a clear clear night, they can see Fox up on the moon, on a full moon. If you ask Mole, he says he's never ever seen him again. But I don't know, what about you guys? Have you guys ever seen a fox up on the full moon? Thank you.